All right, so I'll show it to you. All right, we're gonna be shooting from diminished positions today. So the context, we'll get into it later, but it's really like however I ended up there, I'm on my back, right? I'm on my back, maybe I fell down, maybe I tripped, maybe somebody freaked the shit out of me or whatever. Anyway, you end up on your back, so it looks like this. I'm on my back, don't have my gun drawn yet, right? So I gotta get to my gun somehow. So we'll get into that in more detail in the range, but essentially, I got to get to my gun without flagging myself, right? This is not acceptable while we're training. If it happens in real life, whatever, but we're not going to train that way. Here, bring it over my leg or in, or if I draw it from the front right into my in between my legs, whatever the case may be, we're going to end up here, right? From that position, we're going to have to get up, right? So that requires to take your hand off the gun for a lot of people. And there is another way to do it where you don't have to take your hand off the gun, and we'll get to that down there on the range, and I'll allow it. But for now, we're going to talk about the more complex part of it. So I'm here, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to release my support hand, have my gun, and I'm going to sit up, much like that sit-out position that we already did, right? It looks like this. I'm sitting on my butt. I had a hand posted. I had a foot posted, right? I'm going to have the gun here, and we may shoot or whatever on the range. Then I'm going to come down to my knee, right? And I can shoot here, and then I'm just going to stand up. And I can shoot here, right? Based on whatever drill we give you. Make sense? Let's see it again. So we get here, wherever you're carrying your gun today, simulate finding that and missing your leg. So I can go all the way to my side and get to it if it's here or whatever, pull it out, point it in a direction where it's not at my leg or at anybody else behind me, get it between my legs. If it's in my waistband, I just pull it here and press out. Then I sit up.
It's a simple sit-up, right? And he's got 2 points now. All he has to do is apply pressure here, here, and he can lift his hip and slide that foot right back behind him.
Look how it's sliding. Not out here like this, like people try to do, right? Bring it under you. One caveat to that, if you got a problem sitting up, right? Some people just, whatever's going on with you physically, maybe you can't sit up real easy here. You can take this hand out at a 45 degree and kind of give yourself a little post here. So I go up to my elbow and look.
Elbow to hand.
All right? So just modify it as you need. So again, I'll start from the beginning with that modification. I'm here, get my legs and hands ready. I'm in a position where I can move. The gun is out, all right? Need to get up. Here we are, right? Now, lift my hips off the ground. Come back to my knee, right? Make it shoot. We'll probably shoot here with 2 hands and then finishing with a lunge. Essentially just lunging up, getting into your position, your athletic position, whatever's good for you. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes. You want to try it?
Yes.
So we'll go up, and then the same thing comes for going back down, right? Knee back. Hand down. I've got 3 points, back to 2, back to 1.
It's a lot like we just did, right? You went down and you sat.
Just sat down.
Get on your ass. All right, so get on your back and I'll walk you through it first and then I'll let you play with it a little bit.
Little trick on doing the sit-up and coming up. Exhale your air, don't inhale it. It'll make it much more difficult.
All right, so your legs are active, meaning they're posted, right? You're not just have dead legs hanging down. You're ready to move. All right, if you had a gun, wherever you carry your gun on the range, simulate getting to that gun and pulling it out without flagging anywhere behind you or your own legs. Ready? Do that.
So,
all right, come back to that back position and get 2 hands. When I can get 2 hands on the gun, I'm gonna get 2 hands on the gun, right? No. You shoot better that way. Some people say. Right? So everybody's got their gun in between their legs. All right, now it's time to, now you're gonna release that one hand, your support hand, and roll over to one hip, whichever side is opposite of your primary hand. Roll over to that hip. So look, I rolled over to my hip. My gun's still pointed in the same direction or towards my threat. Start finding the ground with that support hand. Now get up to your elbow on that hand. Now get up to your hand on that hand. All right, now look where we're at. We still got a gun. Gun's safe. Look, I give you the rest of my hand on this little knee here I got. Right now, all we're gonna do is this. Pay attention before you move. Don't move yet. I'm gonna lift. I'm gonna bring this foot right beside my other foot back towards my hand. My knee goes towards that hand that's on the ground. All right, ready? So lift and bring that knee back under your butt.
Just slide it back.
Slide it back. That's a good base. It should feel like a good base. Like I'm pretty strong here. I'm not about to fall over. Pretty strong here, right? Feel that? Now can we go 2 hands on the gun again? Strong shooting position. Can we shoot here? Yeah, I mean, it's the same as standing, right? Now, when I'm ready to get up, I just get up, man. Lean forward, whichever way you want. You can be wider or shorter with your base. All right, back on your back. I just ended up here. Oh shit, Brian, you surprised me. I get my gun out. I get it in between my legs because that's where my target's gonna be. Right? Now, if I had to do something else, we haven't got into this yet.
Bang!
I could go to one side or the other and shoot.
Bang!
But we're not doing that right now, right? So we're just going through the basics. So now I gotta release one hand, right? Release one hand. Get on your hip. Start finding that elbow, find that hand and sit up. Look at. All right, now we're lifting, swinging that leg back. That knee goes back by that hand. In a good shooting position, I can come back to 2 hands again. I can go back to 2 hands again. Because that makes it better. Boom, boom, boom.
Bang,
right.
bang!
Now it's time to get up. All right, let's go in reverse then. And not that it has any tactical application right now for what we're doing, but you're gonna learn the movement better if we do it in reverse, right? So reverse looks like this. Watch, I got my gun. Go down to a knee.
Which you're gonna do a lot this weekend.
Yeah.
You're gonna get behind cover with your gun out.
We're gonna be doing this.
Watch this. Release that support hand, put it on the ground. Now sit to your butt. Come back to the gun. Yeah, I'm already sitting up, right? So I can shoot here. Now if I had to lay back.
Which is an excellent shooting position if you have to shoot something far away, resting on your pubis.
Now, for those that are inclined or able to do so, I might allow you to do this, but first I'm going to take you through the whole sequence on the range like we just did, the complex way where I have to support myself. But some people are capable of coming up without using their hand to support themselves. So it looks like this. I'm here, I miss my leg, I sit up. You can do it if you want to, so it's no big deal, and then I can rock up, leaning over this knee side, rock up to my hip, and come to the same spot kneeling that I was before. So without using my hand, I just rocked up. If you can't do that, don't worry about it, use your hand. So if I can't do that, I just use my hand, come to the kneeling position. If I can do that, then I'll rock up.
Then it means you're more of a man.
It's all about leaning over the knee. So we'll try both of those as you can when we're out of the range, but I wanted you to get, the main part is the movement, and then thinking about where that gun's gonna go in relation to your legs as you're moving through this complex. Make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Not too hard, right? I know you're tired. You ready to eat?
We're
Drink
gonna do
coffee?
dry guns too this morning.
All right. We're gonna make sure, before we make you do it, to get all the grass dry before the structures get down and get on the ground. Dry that grass up. Now, good to go?
Let's go eat.
Go and eat.
Go eat.